This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F250 crew cab short bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth. FX4 off-road suspension package, although that was a long time ago. Now it's got many times that as far as suspension. It has extremely low miles, 83,658 miles. It was a new car dealer in California, a Toyota new car dealer. I think it was Poway Toyota is who we bought this from. It's very interesting. California and diesel right now, unless they're, I think it's 2011 or newer, they pretty much can't do anything with them, which is the only reason I have this truck sitting here. A couple years ago, before they started making law after law after law, especially in California, zero chance I would have this truck. But they can't do anything with it. Somehow I got it. Anyway, has an excellent Carfax, which I'll show you in a second. 40-inch wheels on 40-inch tires on 24-inch wheels. Okay, real high tread pattern. Obviously, it's got a very expensive Fabtech Dirt Logic 4.0 suspension. We looked it up. It's about $6 grand, somewhere minimum of $5, more like $6,500 in the real world. For that, wheels and tires probably $3,500. You're looking about 10 grand in lift and wheels and tires. Okay. Let's see what else. We brought it in. We noticed when we put it in the air, we put everything up in the air, especially the diesels, and we pressure spray the crap out of the undercarriage. We want to see what's leaking, what's not leaking, and there was fluid all over the outside of this Fabtech bar on this side of it. It turns out it was a brake booster. Of course, that's right here, and that's why it was on that side and that side only. So it got a brake booster. The serpentine belt inspection showed that it was a little dry rotted. Fuel filter housing, there was a little bit of a fuel leak at the housing for the fuel filter, so we replaced the housing and did a new fuel filter. Vacuum leak, obviously, you know, when you go from four-wheel drive and air conditioning, had that going on as usual. There's your Fabtech steering stabilizers. Those are like that to keep the death wobble away. That's why they put those in there. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. All right. Then we set it to detail. My brother says that the only thing he noticed with it was that the headlight switch cover is a little bit loose when you turn the headlights on, which that's the biggest problem ever. Then that's not a problem. Got that little stool for me so that I can show you a blow-by in a minute when I go under the hood, which is, I don't know if that thing's high enough. I may not be able to perform that task, is what I'm getting at here. Anyway, it does have these little lights. See these lights here and on the other side and on the front? There's a little dummy plug in the dash. I think the previous owner took the switch because we can't find the switch, so we can't demo those lights. You're gonna have to follow the wiring yourself and do the switch yourself if you want those lights. Undercarriage of this truck looks fantastic, by the way. Also, the screen for the DVD player is not there. I'm not sure if someone stole it at, you know, the trade-in yard or what, but it looks like a really cheap screen, probably $100 screen if you care. There's a little bit of a thing that could be touched up right here. I saw something else too, like a rub, like a little rub right here. I mean, this thing, when I'm doing that with a black truck, it was well maintained, really well maintained. Got the lights and the bumper. Bed liner looks good. Now somebody could make a lot of money if you wanted to like make this into a stock truck. Take the suspension off, put the old suspension on it. You could probably find the old suspension for $1,500. Get some wheels and tires for $2,000 and sell the lift and the wheels for a fortune and make a ton of money if you wanted to. All right. Here's some paperwork you might want to see. So we took it to Monsoon Automotive, 10/29 is when it got out, or actually when it went in. We did the following. But there's the VIN. We did the following. Let's see. Serpentine belt got done. Power brake booster, fuel filter, vacuum repair. Okay. This, by the way, will be scanned in. It's already in to the vehicle. You'll be able to click on this and see it. We spent $1,173 on that. Let's see. Here's some more help for you. Car Gurus doesn't have anything like this, but there was a regular size 06 with 86,000 miles in Houston. This is maroon. It's ugly and small, but $23,500 was their price, right? And another one in Wisconsin, which means it's probably got rust, for $22,950 with 87,000 miles. Again, apples and oranges, but we try to find comps to make, you know, to make things fair and make things correct pricing wise, and that's about all we can come up with. Obviously, this is many thousands more than that. But here's your Carfax. Carfax blends the history of the vehicle and the Kelley Blue Book together. They come up with $20,450. Obviously, they don't know what it looks like and how much money's in it, but that's their price for a stock situation, right? There's your VIN. No accidents reported. This vehicle, no major title problems, which is important. This also will be in the ad. Obviously, it's low mileage. It's in Victorville, California. So you can look at this yourself. There's a nice one here at 58,000 almost. Glow plugs, which is nice. Not very long ago. Obviously, low mileage, blah, blah, blah. And then Poway Toyota traded in, you know, and that's how we end up with it. Okay. All right, let me see if I can fire it up here and actually get under the hood with that tiny box. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, guys. Let me see if I can. There we go. Oh, low fuel, good. That means I need to make a stop. 88,368 is what I think it says. I'm standing on my tippy toes outside trying to see it. It's a big boy. We've got a couple this big, but this is definitely as big as anything we've ever had. Okay. Let's see. First thing you want to look for is the Ford stamp. You got the Ford stamp on the fender, so you got original fender. Ford stamp on the core support. It's like at some point somebody's done a new coolant bottle, which is nice. That way you can see the fluids clearly, right? Cat sticker where it belongs. Ford stamp somewhere right in here. And then another Ford stamp here. And another one right there. And now I'm going to attempt to get the oil cap. I got it. There you go. And that is no blow-by. That is excellent. You got no blow-by. Very clean under the hood. Looks great. New serpentine belt, new brake booster, new fuel filter and housing. By the way, these are called, what are they called? Rolling big power tires, right? All right, window, power seat, forward, back, up, down, tilt forward and back, up and down. Let me push this thing a little forward more, a little bit, back, go down so it's even there. All right, in there. Pretty truck. This is a really pretty truck. Obviously, we got Rockford Fosgate speakers in there. Those are expensive boxes. This guy had a lot of money in this truck. There's the screen without the pull down. We left that there. Obviously, there'd be a big hole. You got aftermarket speakers in the door, Rockford Fosgate speakers in the door. So whoever buys this is probably going to want to get that and then get the switch for the lights. I guess at some point I should try to get on up on the running boards and look for lights up there. See if there's any extra lighting going on up there. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay down here just for this part before I go up into the next. Let's see, window there, mirrors out, in, down, up, out, in, up, and down. Let's see, door locks. Okay, see, forward, back, up, down, tilt up and down, tilt up and down. So my brother says that this feels loose. It works fine, but it feels loose. But he asked me to put that in. So when we're looking at this as an issue, there's not many issues. This is a dummy plug here. I'll bet this is where his light switch was. So you pull out this thing and there's probably some wiring back there. We don't deal with extra wiring and lighting and stuff like that. That's for you. It just happens, it opens a can of worms because everyone wants to do things differently. There's your tilt wheel. Let me close the hood here real quick. It's nice, easy closing hood too. All right, let me, Jesus. Nope, no extra lights up here. There's your roof. Look at the hood. Not a ding in the hood. That looks nice. Usually that's pretty rare in a black truck to have no dings on the hood. All right. Okay, let me get the seat fixed up here. Boy, I'm at a different altitude here, my friends. All right, let me get the mirror fixed. I'm gonna need this for the ride. There you go. All right. All right, AC's blowing ice cold. There's your trailer stuff. You're gonna need a gigantic drop hitch for a trailer. All right, let me turn that down so you can hear me. Let's see, I don't even know how to work I suck at these things, by the way, everyone. There's volume.
Come on, put it together. It's only the sunshine. We've been through worse weather, like storm me like you were the dead child letter. And took my bins and keyed and cut the leather. Girl, you know better.
All right, so there you go. Sounds pretty good. All right, there's tow on and off, right? Put it in neutral. Gonna go to 4 low. 4 low range. We drive. And reverse. This is in low. All right, now we go to 4 high, low range will go away. Yeah, now we're a little quicker. And reverse in 4 high. Boom, there you go. All right, let's see. All right, let's go for a ride. Now, I will tell you, I'm gonna include in the things to click on, you know, with all the monsoon invoice and the Carfax and everything. I'm going to include statistics on how long and how tall this vehicle is for shipping, so that you have that information. So when you arrange shipping, you know what it is, because they're going to want to know. Don't lie to them. Tell them how damn big it is, because if they show up, they'll be like, I didn't know that, and then they won't pick it up. So you got to be honest with these guys. All right, which I'll talk about shipping in a minute. If you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, you'll pay the following. You'll pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price, and that's it. No tax, no dock fee, nothing, okay? Now, if you need help with shipping, please let me know. At the time of purchase, I can do it for you. I can give you phone numbers to call it so you can do it. But obviously, you want this badass truck at your house ASAP, and I know how to do it, and many of my buyers know how to do it just as well as I do. But if you need help, let me know, okay? That way we can get it to you quicker, all right? We can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle. Anyway, once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. You'll have the truck shipped to you, either with or without my help. And once the truck shows up, you'll take the title and the truck to your local motor vehicles to get plates. This thing's badass. Boy, does it get some looks too. I love it. I gotta go to get some diesel. deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it will stay for sale. So please make sure that you have your deposit in. Obviously, this is going to get a lot of attention. Like I said, there's a bunch of strategies. When you have expensive parts like this on a vehicle that are not very common, you can always go back to stock and sell these parts and make money on the switch, or you can leave it the way it is, because making a truck like this from stock to this costs about 10 grand. So it's kind of up to you, but just some thoughts. You know, I would look at getting those the wires for the switches and the screen up on the TV, or fill the hole in and just do a new headliner. What else? I think that's about it. Last part of every video, I say the same thing, and I say it every single time. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes. We also don't have a fancy location. You saw where we drove out of. That keeps the price down for you, keeps the bills down for us. It means we can sell it to you cheaper. We also know that at the auto mall, when they sell you this truck, they charged you many thousands more than we would, because they have to pay for future repairs when you bring it back and say the window doesn't work, or the injector's bad, or blah, blah, blah. Well, we don't charge you for future repairs because we expect you to be the owner on day one. This is a highly modified truck. We did not do the modification. I can tell you right now, having driven many gigantic lifted trucks like this is in the top 10 of the couple hundred that I've driven the last year, as far as how it steers. Normally I tell people to ship out of state and ship to Phoenix from Tucson, because they're just too big and they kind of wander. This one's really tight. This one's super tight. It runs pretty good. You could actually get away with it. Now, would I want to drive a big truck like this all the way to San Diego? No, but you could do it. Most of them you can't. This one you could. Anyway, bottom line is, you're the owner on day one. If something breaks, you're fixing it. Don't call us for a check. We give you all this information so you can make a good decision. And yes, I know it's low fuel. And I'm going to the fuel station right now because I don't feel like walking. So anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you for your time. And this is a badass truck.